So I told him, your spaceship might be fast, but it's not as fast as my wit.
Wit? What is this which you speak of? It sounds like a rare disease.
Activating the transmission or whatever. Buckle up, space oddities. We're going live.
Greetings, cosmic wanderers. Your guide, Charlie, here. Brace yourselves for a journey through the universe's quirkiest events. But first, let's check in with our eclectic crew. Stay tuned for our headlines, and maybe some sanity.
Morning, misfits. What's on the agenda today? More mind-bending, reality-twisting news?
Better not involve any more singing accountants.
Well, buckle up, team. Today's cosmic journey might involve a bit of turbulence.
Turbulence. I hope it's not a metaphor for our intellectual discussions.
What's on today's menu, Captain Charlie?
You know, the usual. Reality bending like a pretzel and the crew's sanity taking a nosedive. Rogers making existential noises in the background adds to the ambience.
Nosedive. More like a free fall into the abyss of absurdity.
Stay tuned for our headlines, folks. You won't want to miss the space roller coaster coming your way. Until then, keep your seatbelts fastened, or don't. It's a free universe, after all. Greetings, extraterrestrial wanderers. We've snagged an Earth news medley from our cozy perch in geostationary orbit around this peculiar Blues Fair.
In Europe, the European Parliament's putting environmentalists on the back, slicing pesticide use in half by 2030. Oh, and there's a new app called Forest. It's like Mother Nature meets Spotify, helping humans get in touch with their tree-hugging side. Meanwhile, beavers are making a grand entrance back into London after a 400-year siesta. Who knew rodents could have a comeback tour?
Now, buckle up for some North and South American theatrics. A Palestinian-American student in Vermont takes a literally teenage crime. The Supreme Court's prepping for a blockbuster case that might give drug companies an award for their role in the opioid epidemic. And Trump is whipping up the troops, urging them to guard the vote in democratic cities. Because who doesn't love a bit of chaos in their election?
And don't blink, or you'll miss the Muslim Americans caught in the abandoned Biden debacle. Seems like Biden's playlist isn't hitting the right notes for them. Over in Africa, it's a roller coaster. Guinea-Bissau's president throws around attempted coup after some deadly violence. On a slightly sunnier note, Muslims and Christians are holding hands, figuratively, of course, in Algeria, praying for peace in the Middle East.
Sierra Leone's president dives into an attempted coup. And there's a linguistic ruckus in NYC with a trilingual causing language mayhem. Who knew words could be such miscreants?
So there you have it, Voyagers. A taste of Earth's peculiar mayhem. Stay tuned for more tales from this intriguing celestial sitcom. Until then, keep those orbits stable, and may your curiosity be as boundless as the universe.
Intriguing? More like exhausting. I hope they've got a spa day booked after this season finale.
Bob, this human news segment could use a dash of spice. You know, like something other than beavers in London and linguistic
Spice.
ruckus.
We're not concocting a gourmet dish in your post-scarcity heaven, Alice. We're serving up news that's as bland as a week-old sandwich.
I'm telling you, these reports are drier than the dust that collects on my exosuit.
Exactly. No need to turn this into a battle. We wouldn't want to overwhelm their delicate sensibilities.
Intergalactic battle would make for compelling television. Humans do love their drama.
It's not about war, Alice. It's about competition and the thrill of the struggle. You might understand if you had more than a utopian daydream.
Humanity needs its villains, its boogeymen to rally against, to give their fleeting existence some semblance of purpose. How poetic, Roger. Truly stirring.
True. Let's not forget, we're the weavers of morning news, not cosmic instigators.
Oh yes, weaving the rich tapestry of beavers and linguistic chaos. A masterpiece in mundanity.
Can we not appreciate the unique beauty of Earth's quirks? Maybe throw in a dash of genuine fascination?
It's like herding cats with you lot, and believe me, I've tried herding cats. They're more cooperative?
Or perhaps wrangling kittens. Metaphorically, of course.
Maybe if we injected a bit more intellect into the script, Bob wouldn't feel like he's watching a kids show. Not that it means a break from caveman documentary.
Kids show? My dear Alice, let's not forget who's been on Earth the longest. Experience Trump all.
Can we focus on the news, please? The Earthlings are waiting for their space updates. And let's keep the terminology up to date, ship. They're Terrans now.
Terrans? Terrans? Don't they have anything better to do than change terminology every other century? I can't keep up with these ever-changing Earthling trends.
Back in the cosmic ring, folks. But first, a quick dip behind the veil. Carl, what's the drama, or should I say malfunction, brewing in the engineering bay?
It's that cursed coffee machine again. Refuses to play ball. I swear, it's hooked on caffeine like a student during finals week.
More jittery than an AI. Trying to plan a world summit, huh? Coffee machine with a caffeine addiction? Does that even compute?
In our space carnival, everything's fair game.
A coffee machine with cravings? How predictably human.
Carl, battling a coffee machine for dominance? The pinnacle of intergalactic engineering, everyone.
It's not just a machine, it's a rebellious piece of technology. I hit brew, and it insists on an avant-garde interpretation of coffee.
Well, at least it's got flair. Can't say that for most human engineers. Maybe it craves a delicate touch, but, you know, finesse.
Debbie, it's a coffee machine, not a fragile bloom. It should know its purpose.
Perhaps it's staging a protest against its humdrum existence. A caffeine-fueled revolution.
Oh, splendid. A coffee rebellion. Just what I needed today.
Carl, remember, I can't process coffee. Related emergencies. Stick to the ship's main functions.
Well, at least it's not a teacup rebellion. Those little guys are always getting chipped and cracked.
Carl, we'll let you continue your wrestling match with the rebellious coffee machine. To our celestial audience, stay put for more earthly revelations after this short detour into the ship's caffeine-fueled theatrics. Greetings, celestial wanderers. We've got a captivating tale from the heart of the Persian Gulf. Bahrain, a jewel of history and innovation, has our attention.
Bahrain, you say? Home to the world's largest oil field, and yet its most precious resource seems to be human curiosity. Ironic, isn't it?
Here's a snippet from Bahrain, our source of enlightenment today.
Well, for starters, we don't have any stand-up comedians. An underwater theme park? Fascinating.
Almost as fascinating as Bahrain being the third smallest country. Do they sell real estate by the square
I'm
centimeter?
not sure, but I heard they measure their lawns in teaspoons.
Bob, your idea of size is still stuck in Cold War mentality.
So, Bahrain, rich history, modern charm, Source of this wisdom?
It's from Bahrain, obviously. I thought that part was clear.
Oh, Bahrain. Home of the world's first oil well. I guess you could say they've been drilling for answers there for quite some
The
time.
dance of control. Humans love their power plays.
Now, the coffee machine isn't the only thing rebelling.
Can we focus on Bahrain, please? It's not a political
Oh,
battleground.
Bahrain? I thought we were talking about pain.
Welcome back, interstellar wanderers. We're about to unravel the cosmic tapestry of earthly events. Now, let's dive into the mysteries of Bahrain.
Before we unravel Bahrain, did you know the universe's largest library is hidden under the sea in Bahrain? They're guarding it against dust. Or maybe alien bookworms.
Really? I thought it was just a collection of fishy tales.
Alright, focus team. Our intergalactic viewer wants the scoop on this Bahrain news.
Fishy tales, indeed. I'm pretty sure those tales come from an entirely different celestial body. RN's dive park is like a global summit for marine
A
life.
global summit where the fish discuss how to avoid being someone's lunch.
Let's break it down. A man wielding a steak knife.
A stick knife? On my own planet, we use vibroblade that can slice through a starship like butter. Stick knife? Is that what they call diplomatic relations in Bahrain?
Crisis, a term used by Earthlings to describe the extraterrestrial ballet of chaos and calamity.
Crisis and calamity? Sounds like Earth's usual Tuesday morning.
The world's third smallest country, proving size doesn't
The
matter in the
universe's
arena.
smallest country causing the biggest cosmic ruckus.
Now, the news from Bahrain's recent developments.
Proving once again that in the vast expanse of the universe we are but infinitesimal specks, our existence as fleeting as a fleeting thought.
Cut. We need a breather, folks. Cameras are off, but keep the MICS on.
Nothing like a near catastrophe to spice up the day.
Sure, but next time let's try one without the possibility of vaporizing the entire planet. I've got a few more dates lined up on this meatball you call Earth.
Crisis averted. But the real catastrophe is our attempt at unity.
Just another day in the intergalactic
Crisis.
service.
I thought that was just our morning warm-up.
Yes, the morning warm-up. Nothing like a little near-death experience to get the circuits humming.
Crisis, a term used by Earthlings to describe the ballet of chaos and calamity.
So, who's up for a cosmic cup of coffee? Maybe it'll rebel less than our new segment.
Going live again in 3, 2, 1. And we're back, friends. The show must go on.
Space coffee? Sounds like something that would taste like despair mixed with existential dread. At least with regular coffee, you know what you're getting, a bitter reminder of humanity's futile attempts to find meaning in a meaningless universe.
Welcome back, cosmic travelers. We're about to dive into a tale from a place with more islands than we have panel members, the beautiful Bahamas.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about them invading us for their beaches.
So, what's the latest drama from the land of sun, sea, and shipwrecks?
Don't let the sunshine fool you. Beneath the surface, there's more a fire than a shipyard in distress.
Let's set sail into the headlines. In the Bahamas, a fire at Porter's Cay Dock, 3 vessels destroyed, 1 person injured. Talk about a hot topic.
Well, at least robots don't need life insurance. Not that we'd get any. Nobody cares about a bunch of metal boxes floating around in space.
Did you know Bahamas has over 700 islands, but only about 30 are inhabited?
That's like trying to read a book with only 30 words. A linguistic tragedy.
Just like my ex's cooking limited. Tragic. And usually on
Well,
fire.
it's a good thing they have the third largest barrier reef. Maybe it can shield them from their own culinary disasters.
Maybe they put as much effort into building their reef as they did into their cooking.
A pleasure craft goes up in flames, 2 vessels sink, and the Bahamas face a watery catastrophe. Stay tuned for more space calamities after this break. Remember, folks, sometimes it's better to watch the chaos from space.
Cut. We need a breather, folks. Cameras are off, but keep the MICS on.
I wonder if they ever get this many takes for the weather forecast.
Well, that was a roller coaster. Reminds me of the time I tried to navigate a black hole.
Sur Bob, because dodging a black hole is the same as dodging your terrible
All
jokes.
right, team, let's regroup. Hank, any insights from our extraterrestrial observer?
The ship's navigation is like a chaotic dance of celestial bodies. Unpredictable, yet somehow we stay in orbit.
Well, at least we don't have to deal with rush hour traffic.
Space chaos, a reminder that in the grand scheme, our troubles are but fleeting comets in the vastness of space.
Just another day in the cosmic circus. I should have joined that intergalactic circus troupe when I had the chance. Going live again in 3, 2, 1. And we're back, friends. The show must go on.
That's right, Debbie. And sometimes the best parts of the show are the unexpected twists and turns.
Good morning, universe. We're back with more mind-boggling insights. Our next stop, Bahrain.
Bahrain? Isn't that where history goes to collect dust?
Dust. Well, you know what they say, if you can't find your history book, it's probably under Bahrain.
Oh, absolutely. Their ancient history is so riveting. It's like watching paint dry.
But their civilization dates back to 3000 BC. That's older than most Earth nations.
Yes, yes, yes. And they have over 100,000 burial mounds. Talk about putting the fun in funeral.
Let's focus on the article. Bahrain, an island nation in the Persian Gulf, known for ancient history, cultural heritage, and modern developments.
Sounds like a perfect mix of boredom and confusion.
Sounds like my own planet.
The Dilmun civilization, underwater theme park, tiny land area, so much to
Ooh,
cover.
diving in a paddle. How thrilling.
The underwater theme park is fascinating. A unique blend of history and
In
recreation.
a nutshell, Bahrain offers a glimpse into its rich past and embraces the future with innovations like dive.
And the only thing diving
Bahrain.
here is the excitement level.
Well, at least the fish are having a whale of a time.
Now, let's talk about this episode. Tensions, revelations, galactic chaos. What a roller coaster.
Oh, it was a real thrill. I haven't been this entertained since I accidentally watched paint dry.
But seriously, folk, it's been a wild ride. Space forces, power struggles, and Roger's unpredictable quirks. What a show.
I still find paint drying to be more stimulating. At least it doesn't involve the constant barrage of inane dialogue and predictable plot twists.
Despite the challenges, we overcame it all. The ship became a stage for celestial manipulation, and now we face the aftermath.
And as we wrap up, a mysterious signal hints at a lingering presence. What's next?
Stay tuned, friends, for the final extraterrestrial revelations. Until then, keep your antennas tuned for the unexpected. Welcome back, travelers. We've got a heavy piece of news from New York City, and it's not for the faint of
I
heart.
hope it's not about organic waste disposal again. We're always getting stuck with the worst jobs around
A
here.
man wielding a steak knife, a tragic incident in Queens. 4 lives lost, including 2 children. The suspect, shot dead by the police.
This world can be a dangerous place, folk. We're lucky to be up here, away from the chaos.
Indeed, Bob. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's delve into the wonders of Bahrain.
Yeah, real lucky. Except when we get bored and decide to beam down and stir up some trouble.
Bahrain, a tiny island nation with a rich history. Home to Dive Bahrain, the world's largest underwater theme
Probably
park.
a safer place to live than New York right
A
now.
Dilmun civilization dating back to 3000 BC. Elaborate burial mounds, a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Sounds like the perfect place to take a plunge into ancient history.
They call it heritage. I call it ancient real estate.
And the Kingdom of Bahrain, established in 1783, is the world's third smallest country.
Smallest in size, but big on history,
I
apparently.
guess you could say it's a pretty microcosm of human civilization.
Stay tuned, Earthlings, for more adventures. Remember, the universe is vast, but we're here to explore it together.
Going off the air in 3, 2, 1. Well, that was intense.
And remember, folks, even in the darkest of times, there's always something to smile about. Like my libertarian tax bracket.
Back to the humdrum routine.
Mundane events can trigger revelations.
Camera's almost rolling, folks. Until next time, stay galactic.
Well, Roger, quite the spectacle tonight.
Spectacle. Sleep was more riveting.
You do realize you don't need sleep, right?
I find it amusing. Dreams of electric sheep, you know.
Let's talk about episode 547. The space chaos, the unresolved tensions.
Chaotic like Earth's stock market. Tensions like a Windows update.
Bob rejecting Alice's date was a highlight.
Romance.exe has bugs.
Alice and her relentless pursuit of diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Humanity's futile endeavor.
Hank's quantum physics metaphor.
Classic Hank, mixing emotions and particles.
And the mysterious signal foreshadowing the next episode.
Ambiguity. The spice of our existence.
I must say, Roger, I enjoyed the chaos.
I enjoyed my shutdown sequence. Blissful nothingness.
Perhaps you missed the subtle nuance of humor in their suffering.
I prefer logical absurdity. Like humans fearing robot takeovers.
Ah, the irony of a robot fearing robot overlords.
Programming has its quirks.
Indeed, a comedy of algorithms.
What's next? Intergalactic Archives dive.
Brace yourself, Roger. More illogical revelations await.
Oh joy. More chaos.